well, you know what time it is? It's cheese time. It's always the right time for a good cheese plate. Lickin' Broadbrooks of the Better Cheddar is here in the Price Chopper kitchen to show us how to build the cheese plate of our dreams. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
What do we want to keep in mind when we are building our cheese plate?
Well, there's a lot of things you can keep in mind. There's no hard rules, but definitely keep in mind color, shapes.
Okay.
You definitely want sweet, savory combinations.
When it comes to the cheese, or just everything on the board?
Everything on the board.
Okay.
Yeah. With cheese, definitely keep in mind your types of cheese, soft ripened like brie or camembert, or harder cheeses, washed rind cheeses, things like that. A good mix is the way to go.
Yeah,
so.
When we talk about balance, do you need a balance on a cheese board?
Yeah, you do. We were talking about sweet and savory.
Right.
You definitely you want a balance of those things. You don't want you don't want the salty to overpower, everything. So you want something sweet to kind of cut back on that.
Honey that you have here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Accompaniments are great. Sweet accompaniments like honey. We got jams, things like that are really good with cheese. It's classic with cheese. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So talk about what actually pairs well with what. And
Gotcha.
do you need to put them together, like whatever cheese goes well with the honey?
Well,
do they need to be near each other?
It doesn't really have to be that way, but it's good. Like, I really enjoy this cheese with honey, so I put it next to the honey.
Okay.
But really, all of these cheeses are going to go well with honey.
This?
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is out of Bloomsdale, Missouri, from Beijing Farms. This is called Bloomsdale. It's a goat cheese.
Does it have ash on it?
It has ash. It's ripened.
I got honey all over me.
Yeah, sorry.
That is good.
It's messy, yeah. So it's definitely good to place things that are good with each other next to each other, but we generally try to, place things that are just good together all over the place.
Should you cut up the cheese for people, or do you leave the knife in the cheese?
Okay, well, this is kind of, it depends on who you talk to. I prefer something like this because if you really want the people to eat that you're serving, they're going to eat this more than they're going to eat something.
All the work.
Yeah, people don't want to do the work. Yeah, so this is better, and you can do cool shapes. You see we've got cool things going on, but you can just do like little wedges, but you can also do little batons like this.
I love the little batons.
Yeah, those are cool. And then you can go real rustic and break things. So yeah.
What are these things that look like moldy nuts?
So they're not. So they go really nice with this fresh cheese, but this is a fresh sheep's milk cheese from Green Dirt Farm. But those are Spanish chocolate covered cashews.
Oh,
yeah,
that's exciting.
So, yeah, chocolate is another thing that actually goes really good with cheese. So
okay, so put it on your board. Now, when it comes to the actual cheeses that we're picking out, do we stick to the more traditional, cheddar, brie, like you said, or should you try to branch out?
So I'm always going to say branch out because I'm a cheese guy.
Feeling you'd say that.
Yeah, and we've got so many good cheeses at the Better Cheddar. I mean, you got to try some of them. Some of them are just amazing.
But how do you know? Because there are so many different types of cheeses.
Yeah. So you can do whatever you want. Obviously, on this board, we've got a really nice, just sharp cheddar that's nice from Wisconsin.
Okay.
But then we mix it up with something like the Bloomsdale, which is local. And then we've got some European cheeses on here as well, like Comté, which is a French Gruyere style kind of cheese.
And this one is a little more manageable, shall we say?
So if you're doing this would serve
me.
Yeah, well, me too. But 4 to 6 people would be fine.
Okay.
Before a meal.
Okay.
If this was just what you're eating, maybe 2 or 3 people. But so so this is just a more simple way to do it. And I've basically we've done the same kind of thing. We've just got accompaniments with what we like, with which cheese. And as far as cutting goes, you can do all of this at home.
How far in advance?
Well, I would just do it a couple hours.
Okay.
And then I'd get it out to room temperature, leave it out. But we at the shop, we have a whole bunch of different wires and, cool stuff to cut cheese with. But you can do the same kind of stuff at home with knives.
Don't use a clothing hanger.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
Lincoln, this looks so delicious. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks
Let's
for having
eat
me.
cheese.
Cool.